Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to the internet and the outdoors on, once again, I'm going to claim this is the last good day of weather for the year, but I'm hoping that by doing that, I'm jinxing it, making it so the weather is good. I'm exploring on the KLR today. I wanted to go deep south on some country roads, but I decided to take this detour because the last time I was here, this was all mud, and I was on my zero, and I went down here, and I got out toward that barn. I never went further than this. I think it's a dead end. This was all mud, so they obviously came here and put grass over like everything. It's very pretty now, but it was not when I was here on my FX. I was getting stuck, and I never clarified the reason for it. A lot of the footage got like erased or ruined or lost, so I couldn't put in a video. So I don't know if you saw any of it, but I was getting stuck a lot because my rear tire is bald as balls, and so I was just picking up mud and not shedding it off, and that really sucked. But now there's grass and it's pretty dry, and I have the technology, so I can just take a quick detour over here to look around before I head on south. I guess I'm getting out of here now. I know what's here. That's a way out through somebody's property or near their property. I didn't want to leave that way, but I couldn't leave the way I came when I was on the FX last time. Now I can leave the way I came. Look how nice it is out here. Yes. So anyway, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I was exploring on the FX, and I was going south, and I was like, man, these roads are awesome. I want to see, you know, what's down these roads, so I can't go all the way, but I don't have the range. The FX is limited in the technology, so I don't want to come on the Duke either, because there's a lot of gravel roads, and the bike does not enjoy going slowly. You know, that bike wants to go fast. I was like, oh man, I guess I can't. Oh wait, I have another bike. And wouldn't you know it, that bike would be quite good at that. Going at a long range, this bike can get like 250 miles on a tank roughly, so that's not a problem. And it can go off-road, also not a problem. Like gravel and whatever, ain't no thing, it ain't no problem. I'm recording this before the mini meet. I was gonna record a Finally Friday afterwards in case, I don't know, there was any part of the mini meet I wanted to include or talk about in this video, but the weather is good today. It's supposed to be snowing and miserable next week, so I was like, I'll record it now. So I'll say retroactively, preactively. If you came out to the meme, thank you very much. It was so fun. Yeah, I haven't done it yet. I guess I can't really talk about the mini meet, but I wanted to say thank you for coming anyway. That area, that's a new road right there. That one's brand new. There's a similar place of construction right here. You can see the way in. And that used to be a cliff. I think they're leveling it out. I kind of scouted by on the zero really quick yesterday. I used to like farting around there, but that's gonna become homes obviously, and I don't go in construction areas when guys are actually there working. I only go when nobody's there, because I'm, you know, I'm not gonna bother nobody. This is the exact same route I took on the FX yesterday, and man, weather yesterday was 70. Holy balls, it was amazing. Today is 63, still very good. But yesterday I was like, I must ride. It's actually been like that for 3 days now. This is day 3. I rode on the Super Duke day 1, it was like 63, and then the Zero day 2 on 70 degrees, and now the KLR day 3. So I got 3 days back to back, just riding out midday. It's been great. I wish if I could drive anything today, I want to be comfy. I wish I could be like, ooh yeah, like in the Jeep with the top off, just be like this, I don't know how you sit in a Jeep, I forgot, it's been so long, but being sprawled out and just like, you know, with the backrest and just and it can go anywhere. Even like taking the car out on these roads, like the Mustang would have been like, well, really fun, but then it wouldn't work when I get out to the country. So this bike will have to do, it'll do nicely. I can't remember if it was Lackman or where I was. It was not Lackman, it was this way. I said I'm on the same route that I was yesterday. I just made a alteration. I took a huge detour in a, not like that, but similar to that, like an off-road area. I did the zero around for a bit. So I'm skipping that and trying to catch up to the road that goes south, because I got pretty far south. I was looking at my battery percent. I was like, I gotta turn around so I can make it back to get to a quick charge before I go home. You know, you gotta kind of calculate your route. You gotta calculate all the time. I mean, this is gas, but it still has a limited range. I probably got 100 more miles on this tank, so like I'm fine. I'm not gonna go 50. Use my handy dandy makeshift cruise control so I can get this hand off, so I can put this stupid piece of Velcro back on. We're good. Is this it? I can't remember, but I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. I really shouldn't struggle to remember where I rode yesterday, but sometimes it's a struggle. I remember, what was it? The first time I went to, how do I put this? The first time I took a motorcycle to Colorado, the first time I went on my own. I went once, that story's out of order, let's try again. I went to Colorado for the first time when I was 18, I flew there, met a friend, and then I drove my car there, or Jeep there, and I took my bike with, and then I took my bike and I explored Colorado Springs, the whole city and some other cities. And even though I hadn't been there in, I can't remember how many years, at least 5 years, I was able to, and I'd only been there once 5 years ago, I was able to kind of remember and follow like familiar, and I found the house that my friend lived at. And I stalked his house, like he didn't even know I was there. Now, it's just cool to be able to remember things like that. But the moral of the story is, I was able to figure that out. I should be able to figure out where I rode yesterday. Big Falcon. Hawk. I'm not a doctor. I think hawks have that traditional fantail, but then peregrines have the split. I can't do it with this hand. They have the split wing V-tail. I don't know. So this is the only road out in this general direction that continues south and north for a long time, I think. I think if I go east or west, there is no other path. So I only took this path so far south, and I want to see what happens if I keep going. Nice. Oh, I thought he was turning, but now he's just, I don't know what she's doing. Oh yeah, we're in the country. I can totally pass her. I mean, I bet I could right now. There's no marks on the road, so I'm going to do it. There's no marks. Whee! I was out here yesterday, and I was like, I forgot how much I like the country. Let's list some pros to riding in the country. It all falls under one pro. Hey, I remember this dead raccoon from yesterday. Don't look at it. There's less everything. Less lights, less stop signs, less obstructions. There's more air. Can be boring, I guess. I mean, you know, if you want to do something, but if you just want to freaking breathe, you want to just cruise and breathe country. There's a right amount of country. If you go really far west in Kansas, you get absolute dead flat, dead grass, nothing. That isn't particularly fun. You're a little narrow on your turn. You figured it out. But we're right about in the right kind of country that I like, where you're not too far from civilization or whatever. Not too far from Quick Trip. Let's call Quick Trip civilization. You're not too far from Quick Trip. What is too far? 30 minutes is my sweet spot. I would like to be somewhere where I'm like 30 minutes. 30 minutes to get anywhere. You want to get food, you want to get gas, you got to go 30 minutes. So you're not in the middle of nowhere. You're in Mos Eisley. You're on the edge of nowhere. There's the gravel. I don't know if I've been here before, but fear not, I have a very capable machine. Look at all that dust behind me. That's so satisfying. Yeah. Look at those little hills. Those are the cutest little Kansas hills I've ever seen. I love those. Those are amazing. They're really cute. That guy with the house, congratulations on your hills, buddy. All right, I never would have been here before. I would never have gone this far south on this road. I'll probably get far enough south to where I've been, but never this way. Look at this. This is like the crossroad from the end of Castaway. Freaking almost nowhere. Love it. Yep, next year for totes, I'm riding, oh, this gravel got like way worse. For totes, I'm riding this thing to Colorado. Come on, bike, you can take it. You probably can't see anything, but it's starting to warble a little bit, and my arms are starting to get tired from just kind of holding it upright. It's that kind of stuff. This would be really fun in the Jeep. I mean, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but you could just kind of throttle and slide and kick up dust. And the worst case scenario, you somehow slide off the gravel a bit, you're fine. You have freaking 40-inch mud tires. Just hit that, you're fine. There's a certain kind of freedom out here. I think that's what I like about the country. It's freedom without being estranged. What's the word? Stranded? Marooned? Isolated? Like you get your space, but you're not like, ooh, pavement felt good. You're not like super far away. Like, I think it'd be cool to live truly in the middle of nowhere, but then also no, because then if you want to see your friends, you kind of can't. All right, decision time. This is 223rd, I think. I think it is. We are going further south. We're going to take the gravel road because I have a bike that can do it. Let's go. All you're getting is just me just talking and babbling, but for me and everybody else who rides, mostly what you get is silence or your tunes. You get music and shit like this. Kind of sucks you have to listen to me talk the whole time. I've thought about doing a moto vlog video where it really isn't a vlog at all. It's literally just camera. Look at those freaking cows. They're like, what the balls is that? And I'm like, look at the balls of the cow. Like, Okay, I wish basically I could share with you how peaceful it is to ride in silence or with music, but I cannot be done. I could make a video of just this, me not talking, and I personally, as a YouTube watcher, would like it, but it's just not the same as actually being here, so it almost seems like a futile effort to do something like that, but I think about it all the time. I just wish I could share that. What road is this? Look at this janky ass road. 231st. I don't think I've ever been this far south. Nope, I've never been this far out south on the grid. And by the grid, I mean like these streets on these huge square acreage blocks. I thought about filling up before I took off. Maybe I should have, but I was like, no, I don't want to, because there's another hawk. Like the gas in this tank is old. I want to use up this gas before I put new gas in the tank. That was my thinking. I don't know if it really matters, but that's why I decided to not do it. Plus, like 100 miles. I'm not going to go 100 miles. Come on. I'm going to look at the map and try to know generally where I am so I can decide where I want to go. Because I'm at a true crossroads. I have to choose.
You must choose.
I can't just keep going forward. I got to choose left or right. I'm pretty sure I'm going left, but after left, I don't know where I'm going. So this end, if somebody knows this, please tell me, where the balls are the hazards on this bike? Because I don't think it has hazard lights. I don't know why it wouldn't. Pull it out, maybe? No, I don't know where the hazards are. I haven't thought to Google it because I always forget until I need them. Like, hey, this bike doesn't have hazards. If it has them, let me know. Cheat codes, please. Oh, we're stranded in the wilderness. I could really get into this. I like being alone. Leave me alone. Go away. I don't think I'm going to make it to Lewisburg. And I'm not going to Paola. Let's go to 247th because it does get to 69. And then will we take 69? Or I think Quivira can make it home. Nope. But we can take this road. I think it's Metcalf. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. It's like a game. It's like a mini map on a driving game. And you can just see where you are and figure out where you're going. I like it. Okay, so this technically is Flum. It just, there's a disconnect. But I'm going to take this to 247th, and then I'll go out east past the highway, and then I'll get on a road called Metcalf. And I went further south on Metcalf than I ever have before yesterday, but I'm going to go even more further south than I have before. Dude, there's a barn find in there. Been playing Forza again, Forza Horizon 5 now. I'm like, a barn find! Love it out here. Oh, here's a con living out in the country. Good luck having a sports car. It's gonna suck balls. Freaking imagine having, well, any sport car, doesn't matter, but you'd be like on the gravel and be like, oh, it sucks. Also, sport bikes would suck. That would suck too. Yeah, that's a good point. I do like my sport vehicles. That'd be a big con living out in the country. Maybe there's, is there such a place as a country relative to my hometown that's far enough away that it's far, but not so far that they haven't paved? I don't know. I'm not scared about driving like a sport bike on gravel roads. It's just very, there's another one, or it's the same one. He's just like, I want to be in your video. It's just very inconvenient, and this is probably not a good reason, but for me, the main reason is because your bike gets very dirty very fast, and I don't want my sport bike to be dirty. Like, I don't care if this mule or workhorse or my Jeep gets dirty. That's fine. It actually is a good look, but like, my friend lives freaking out in the country, and I had to take the Super Duke, like a couple miles in the gravel. By the time I get there, the inside of the wheels are just gray. They're caked, and cleaning wheels is my least favorite thing to clean on my bike, so I'm just complaining. All right, paved roads from here on out. You know, that's actually strange that I missed the gravel. I want to go to Colorado. I want to go so freaking far. I want to go to another state I know, and I don't want to use my car. I want to ride on my bike on a nice day. I want to fly to the sky on a Saturday. I just rhymed day with day. Failed. You gotta scoop the leaves with your foot, like that. I don't know if you saw it, but I totally got some. Oh, I forgot I could pass this guy the whole time. Well, this bike is not good at passing, and I don't have time now, but I gotta try to remember that out in the country. I used to live closer to the country, and I had roads like this where there's passing zones, and I was used to it. And I haven't been out here for a while, and I've forgotten what it's like, and that's another big pro of being out in the country. There's passing zones, and so if there ever is somebody else out here and you're on your sport vehicle, you just be like, so long, I'm gonna pass you legally, what are you gonna do about it? Not a thing. Oh, that's a con. More bugs. Get more bugs on your visor and windshield. Oh my god. I just recognized this corner from somewhere in my childhood. I was gonna go that way, but now I'm gonna go this way because my brain is telling me to. What's next? My brain's telling me there's a bookstore this way. Why would there be a bookstore out here? The water tower. The water tower. My brain. It's kicking up stuff. It's like that way. Go that way. I don't recognize what's on the water tower, but I do recognize the water tower, so I'm turning here. This is a game I like to play, where like you can win, you don't really win anything. You can lose, but you don't really lose anything. Like the stakes aren't very high, but there are like stakes. I don't know. That's it. Pretty sure that's it. I think I've been to that house like 15 years ago. Well, that's weird. I'm gonna go to the stop sign and turn around. Brent's like, good job, you found a place you've been 15 years ago. Now go home. Like, you don't win anything. Well, I'm taking a long cruise way home, which is nice and all, but much of it is back the same way I came. I've been actually recording for over half an hour now, so I'll just stop. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed me rambling out loud while I'm on my cruise. And I had so much fun at the mini-me. I'll see you guys later. Bye.